A 19-year-old student set off on a bike ride, promising her mother she'd be back in a few hours. No one could have imagined that this day would forever change the world of criminology, ushering in one of history's most baffling disappearances. For 30 years, thousands have asked, what happened to Tara Calico? Tara Calico, born February 28, 1969, lived in Belen, a quiet town in southwestern USA, with fewer than 7,000 residents. It was a place where life flowed unhurriedly until tragedy struck. At the time she vanished, Tara was a sophomore at the University of New Mexico, earning good grades and planning a career as a psychiatrist. Friends described her as a responsible, energetic young woman who enjoyed running, cycling, and meticulous planning. On September 20, 1988, at 9:30 a.m., Tara told her mother she planned to cycle 36 miles on her usual route and return by noon. Her bike had a flat tire, so she borrowed her mother's, taking only a Sony Walkman with a Boston cassette. By 12:05 p.m., Tara still hadn't returned, which was uncharacteristic for someone so punctual. Her worried mother searched along the route but found no trace. Suspecting foul play, she contacted the police, who immediately began a search and interviewed witnesses. The last person saw Tara at 11:45 a.m., about 2 miles from her home, followed by a dirty white 1953 pickup with a homemade camper shell. It remains unknown if this truck was connected to her disappearance. No one witnessed an abduction or accident. Witnesses stated Tara paid no attention to the truck, possibly because she was wearing headphones. The next day, near Tara's home, her cassette was found on the roadside, as if accidentally dropped. Nearby, detectives noted bicycle tire tracks. Later, fragments of her Walkman were discovered 10 miles east of where she was last seen. Tara's mother theorized her daughter had tried to mark the direction she was taken. Her bicycle was never found. Despite an extensive search, not a single definitive clue emerged. The police then published information about her disappearance in newspapers, causing a massive public response. Many called claiming to have seen her, but these leads were either fabrications or mistakes, all but one. On June 15, 1989, 8 months after Tara vanished, a young woman resembling her was spotted in Port St. Joe, Florida, accompanied by several adult men. The scene suggested she was obeying their commands. Police could not determine if this was a staged incident or if she was genuinely being held against her will. On the same day, an event occurred that made Tara's case one of criminology's most perplexing mysteries. In a parking lot near a local store, passers-by found a chilling Polaroid photo. It showed a girl resembling Tara Calico and a boy, approximately 12, their mouths taped shut. Next to the girl was My Sweet Audrina, Tara's favorite book. This discovery raised more questions than answers. Forensics indicated the photo was taken on film released no earlier than May 1989. Witnesses and surveillance footage showed a white, windowless Toyota van at the site that day, driven by a middle-aged, mustached man. Again, police failed to locate the vehicle or its owner. The photo was immediately shown to Tara's mother, who instantly recognized her daughter, noting a distinctive scar on her leg visible in the image. However, detectives were cautious. Tara would have been 20 by then, but the girl in the photo appeared at most 16. The photo was sent for independent analysis. Scotland Yard confirmed it was Tara, while Los Alamos National Laboratory experts disagreed. The FBI offered no definitive conclusion. Regarding the boy in the photo, he was initially thought to be 9-year-old Michael Henley, who disappeared on April 21, 1988 in the Zuni Mountains, about 75 miles from Tara's suspected abduction site. This theory was also met with doubt, due to the boy's apparent age. The mystery was resolved in 1990 when Henley's remains were found near his disappearance site. He had gotten lost and died of natural causes. Yet the story continued. Detailed examination of the photo revealed a phone number on the book cover. Experts managed to read some digits, narrowing it down to 300 possible numbers, of which 57 were real. Detectives investigated them all. But again, the trail went cold. No connection to Tara was found. Soon after, detectives faced another surprise. A similar photo was found near a playground in Montecito, California. It depicted a girl's head with a taped mouth against a pillow, identical in color to the one in the Port St. Joe photo. Patty Dole, Tara's mother, again identified her daughter. Despite the low quality, experts confirmed the photo was taken on film, released no earlier than June 1989. A third photograph later came into detectives' hands, showing a bound woman in large, dark glasses sitting opposite a man in a train car. This time, Tara's mother couldn't be sure it was her daughter, later suggesting it might be a cruel hoax. Experts still examined the image, dating the film to no earlier than February 1990. Despite all efforts, this photo was the last significant clue in Tara Calico's disappearance, but the search for her never ceased. In 2003, the case gained new life when Tara's former boyfriend, then a police officer, was accused of his wife's murder. Detectives revisited Tara's abduction case, but found no new connections or evidence. In August 2009, Port St. Joe police received 2 anonymous letters containing a photo of a boy whose mouth was blacked out, mirroring the style of the 1989 parking lot photo. Detectives traced the letters to Albuquerque, but they yielded no DNA or other useful information. All this time, police considered the possibility that the first photograph wasn't Tara. If so, an even more horrifying scenario was unfolding. 2 unnamed children in the hands of criminals, clearly in distress, their eyes filled with palpable fear. 20 years after Tara's disappearance, the Valencia County Sheriff offered his theory: a simple accident. He believed Tara was accidentally hit by 2 teenagers in a pickup, who then, with friends, disposed of her body. He even claimed he could name the perpetrators, but only once Tara's body was found. By this time, Tara's mother had passed away, but her stepfather was outraged, demanding concrete evidence or an end to such speculation. The Tara Calico case remains open, though police no longer consider the photographs directly linked to her disappearance. Perhaps they've decided the girl in the photo wasn't her. But how then to explain Tara's favorite book, seemingly deliberately placed in the frame when the girl's hands are tied, making reading impossible? And what about the identical leg scar? If she's alive today, Tara would be 52. This mystery continues to captivate not only law enforcement, but also ordinary people, all united by one goal: justice for Tara Calico.